Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gamer channel. We're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series today. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Endwalker dungeon, the Tower of Zot. Before we get started, this should be obvious, but this will contain small Endwalker spoilers, so if that's not up your alley, then come back later. But if this video helps you out in any way, please make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel, as it really helps me out as a creator. The Armored Fiend has a large circular AoE around himself that you'll just want to back out of. The Sky Armors will have a Frontal Cone ability that they'll move to a random party member before performing. So whoever they moves to will just need to move out of this. The first boss has quite a few varying AoEs that you'll just need to watch out for, and after televising each of them, then he'll start throwing them at random locations, so that the AoEs will be from those points. The Bio ability will be the Tank Buster ability that has the new fancy icon that you'll just want to pop a tank cooldown for. Blizzard will shoot out multiple line AoEs that you'll just need to move out of. Fire will be a donut AoE that you'll need to move under the boss to avoid. Thunder will do a cross-shape AoE that will activate in different portions as it goes outwards. And Bio 3 will cover half of the arena with AoE depending on who he's targeting. So when he casts Transmute, whichever ability follows, he'll throw that ability at the other location. So you'll need to watch out for what he is casting and then prepare to dodge the AoE from the Transmuted ability. This is random, it will not go in the same order every time, so it will depend on which ones he transmutes for you in your group. Drupad will cause him to throw a damage over time ability on all 3 party members other than the tank. These can be cleansed off, but they'll just need to be healed through mostly. As you can see here, he transmutes Fire, then Blizzard. So we have to get on this side of the boss to avoid the Bio, and then run under the Fire, and then avoid the line AoEs from the Blizzard. From here, the mechanics of the boss will repeat, with him changing which abilities he is transmuting before performing an ability himself. So the main one to watch out for is going to be the Fire. You want to make sure that you're getting under this one and not getting hit by other AoEs while trying to do so. The damage coming in through these new Endwalker dungeons is quite large, so you'll want to make sure that you're rotating your tank cooldowns appropriately. Otherwise, you will probably be seeing yourself on the floor more often than not. You'll want to become very friendly with your invulnerability button also. Don't be afraid to use it. For the second area here, the Zot Hypertuned has a frontal cone AoE that you'll just want to sidestep out of. The Death Claws have a very short frontal line AoE that is very easy to move out of. For the second boss, she also has a tank buster ability that you'll just want to pop a tank cooldown for. Papti City will cause her to do a line AoE targeted at each party member. So you'll just want to move out of the first one. Mansuya Berserk will cause her to spawn multiple orbs around the platform that have very large circular AoE, so you'll want to move to the side of the platform that does not have an orb into the small opening available. If you are hit by one of these orbs, then you will be charmed and have to walk towards the boss, which she will hit you with her next small circular AoE, causing you to take a lot of damage from both of these abilities. Mansuya Stop will put a debuff on every party member that after a certain period of time will immobilize you, and then she will center her line AoE on top of you. You'll want to make sure that each party member is spreading out so that you're not getting hit by multiple of these whenever you cannot move. Mansuya Confuse will cause her to spawn multiple copies of herself in the locations where the orbs were previously. You'll want to find the one who is not moving at all and then get behind that one, as that is the true enemy. The other ones are just orbs. And then move out of her small circular AoE afterwards. From here, the boss will alternate between Mansuya Stop and Mansuya Confuse, with the tank busters mix in the middle. Another way to tell which one is the true enemy, if there are any damage over times on the boss, they will still be ticking during this phase and you can see the damage numbers from them. For the third area, the Rotor, when you first aggro him, will do a large line AoE. You'll just want to move out of this as you continue on. The gunships have circular AoEs that they'll shoot at random party members, and the predators have line AoEs that they'll also aim at random party members. You'll want to just sidestep out of all of these. The Rotor does have a small tank buster ability that he'll do that just does increased damage, so you should expect quite a bit of damage incoming at this time, so make sure to rotate your tank cooldowns appropriately. For the next group, the Colossus each have large line AoEs that they can throw out. The armored weapon has a circular AoE that it can throw at a random party member. For the final boss, she will rotate through each of her abilities once before summoning in the other two sisters to assist her in the battle. You'll have to deal with all three of them for the rest of the fight. You will want to focus down the white mage sister first, which is the yellow one, as if you kill the other ones, then she will just resurrect them. And they'll come back with 50% of their max HP. Samsara will be party-wide damage that just needs to be healed through, and she'll constantly be casting Glare, which is a single damaging ability on the tank. When the other two sisters pop in, you'll want to make sure that you're throwing one or two of your ranged attacks at them to make sure you have aggro. They will perform a Delta attack, which can rotate between 3 different types. The first one that we see here throws a meteor on one side of the platform, followed by line AoEs on all the way across, and then it alternates to the other side where the meteor will be on the opposite side and the line AoEs will be going towards the opposite end. So you'll need to move from one side to the other while dodging these. Whenever they are in their normal phase, they will throw out a few of their abilities that they have during their boss fights. So Sandaruva will do her line AoEs along with her tank buster ability, and Mendaruva will do the damage over time ability on everyone except the tank. Next time they do their Delta attack, it will do one of the other altercations of it, which the one that we received was the Fire AoE followed by multiple line Fire AoEs. Then another Donut Fire AoE with a fire damage on all party members. And then for the third Delta attack, there will be random circular AoEs from each of the ladies, along with huge line AoEs, and the end of it will be a group up AoE that you'll need to split the damage of. When Cinderuva dies, then the other two sisters will get a few more of their abilities back from their fights. They will no longer do the Delta attacks, so this is essentially what replaces the Delta attack, is them doing more of their normal abilities. You can also do this fight by getting all the sisters down to 10% HP, and then finishing off Cinderuva first, and then followed by the other two. This would just cause you to deal with the Delta attack more often though. And this should be it for the Tower of Zot. I hope this helps everyone out. This dungeon can be a little chaotic, but hopefully with this guide you'll be able to conquer it in no time. If the video helped you out in any way, please make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel, and follow for more Endwalker content, as we'll be covering the entire expansion. And I'll catch you on the next one.